Hello and welcome back to Lesson Plan and Less. Today I'm going to be sharing my progress monitoring template with you. This progress monitoring template is available on my Teachers Pay Teachers store now for $3. You can find a direct link to the template in the description of the video, or you can visit my Teachers Pay Teachers store Lesson Plan and Less by clicking the link in my YouTube bio. So I've taught both special education and general education, and if there's anything that I've learned, it's to take a lot of data. So this template has helped me stay organized with my data collection. Today I'm going to show you how I use it in the GoodNotes app for Apple. If you want to use GoodNotes, I would highly recommend using an iPad and an iPad pen because it doesn't work well on the phone. If you don't have an iPad, I would recommend using this in Google Slides, and I will make a video later on how you would use this in Google Slides. You could also upload to OneNote, but the navigation buttons don't work as well on OneNote. So, before you get started, you're going to want to add your Teachers Pay Teachers PowerPoint to your Google Drive, and I'll also post a video on how to do that. So right now I have this PowerPoint in my Google Drive, and I'm going to want to export it. Now it's kind of convoluted, but you're going to want to share and export, and you're going to want to send a copy to Keynote. Keynote is another program that Apple uses for making presentations. So you're going to want to upload it into Keynote, and then we're automatically just going to export again. I know, it's crazy. Upload as a PDF. This all can stay the same. And then you're going to want to share, and you're going to want to open in GoodNotes. So I'm going to open in GoodNotes. I'm going to want to open as a new document. So I'm importing that as a new document. Here it is. There's two views in GoodNote. This is right now. I can draw on it. That's editing mode. If I hit these two pens up here, it goes into this clearer mode. This is preview mode. So when this document is in preview mode, the buttons and links are going to work. When I'm not in preview mode, I'm just going to be drawing on things if I'm clicking those buttons. So here's the front page. You might want to put the year on there, and of course there's different size markers that you can use. Then I'm going to go back into preview mode. These buttons all have links to them. Another way you can navigate the pages is through here. So if I go back here, as a special education teacher, I'm teaching all grades, so I might put kindergarten, first, second, and so on. As a general education teacher, what I did was I broke them up by ELA goals, writing goals, math goals, and so on. So I'm going to show you math first. So I'm going to go back into preview mode, and I'm going to click on math. And of course you could change this to say math instead of 5th grade. This is going to be student 1, and I'm checking their goal. So back into preview mode, click on that, it will bring me to this page. So student 1's math goal is to count to 50. Okay, so it's September, so S stands for September. Today is September 7th, so I'm going to put that in a box so that I know the date. I'm going to have this student count to 50 for me. They're counting to 50. They miss the following numbers. They miss 16, they miss 21, they miss 38, and they miss 42. So they missed 4 out of 50. So I'm going to write the total up here. So they got 46 out of 50 correct. So now when I go to do a progress report, or I go to put in grades, and counting to 50 is one of the standards I'm looking at, then I have this data collection right here, and it's all in one place. And there's room for multiple goals for each student. Back into preview mode, I'm going to show you how I use this in a social emotional learning goal. So if I hit this little triangle here, it's going to bring me back here. And I'm going to hit this kindergarten goal here, and we're going to have student 1 here. So I'm going to click on student 1, and student 1 has a goal to, keep hands to self. Okay, so same thing that I did for the math goal. Today is September 7th. I'm going to keep this open on my front desk while I'm teaching. Student 1 walks in, automatically they are trying to hug or put their hands on somebody else. So they get an X for that 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, that student is sitting in the chair, their hands are to themselves, they get a check mark. We transition, it's been about 5 minutes, that kid has their hands to themselves still, and then we are not keeping our hands to ourselves. Oh, and we're stealing a pencil, and we're lined up at the door and we're keeping our hands to ourselves. Awesome job. Then maybe 2 days later, I'm going to track data again. So now I have the 9th, and then I track data. And then at the end of the month, I can say, oh, so-and-so kept their hands to themselves on 18 out of 40 opportunities. Then I have that data for progress reports, for IEP goals, for whatever you need it as. So that's how I use this in my classroom. I hope that this tutorial was helpful. Feel free to comment if you have any other questions, and I'm happy to respond to those. Check out my other Teachers Pay Teachers resources by clicking the link in my YouTube bio. I also have an Instagram account, Lesson Plan and Less, and thanks for tuning in.